I think the influence it has Costa Rican dance. It's a mix, place. We are really North America, South America, and we are really, in the middle. So everything kind of passed through the country. Also, cultural heritage for sure. The political situation. We don't have army, and we have been always really free, and no guns, no this. So it's a lot of freedom. From our cultural heritage, we are really new country, so somehow it's like I have the feeling that we are keep on building what we are as Costa Rican, So they start to spread a bit, they got a lot of influence from New York, from Germany. We start like really new contemporary dance school. So basically, they start to bring everything that was happening in Europe. So I cannot say that we are like Graham or Flying Low. We are really mixed between all of these, a lot of ingredients in a same plate. Okay. So to be independent dancer in Costa Rica in these days is a bit difficult because we don't have support, government support. So basically, let's say if I win a really nice contest in Europe, I will have to financial all by myself. So in that sense, it's tricky. But at the same time, we have three main companies, like from a national company and from 2 universities, and then some schools that they have to try, they try to have some support, basically some like festivals, or they organize independent classes for really low price. So it's kind of tricky because you have kind of tools, but you are by yourself. Also, you have to learn a lot about administration, talk to the people, send mails, apply to festivals. Because I think in that sense, Costa Rica, but in general, the world, it has a lack, it's missing this in education. So, you go out as contemporary dancer, but you don't know nothing how to do CV, because now I think there is really few contemporary dance companies that they hire you for a long time. Now we are all independent, but we don't know how to manage ourselves into that world, Instagram, Facebook, videos, photos, editing, this and that. So it's at the beginning a little bit hard, but then you start to, go with the flow. You understand that there is a lot about talking and asking with people, to get connection. So, you met people in festivals and maybe they're from Russia or China or this. So then you start to move and you ask to people. I found that my biggest tool as contemporary dancer in Costa Rica has been going and talk with people and ask, say, I want to go, I would love to know this place, can we do something, that's a really nice way. And this way also you're not just having work, you also make friends. So that's really super nice. Okay, so for me, ideal multi-purpose education, it has to be with balance. It cannot just be movement, and inside the movement we cannot forget about heritage. And heritage, I mean ballet, Graham, basic stuff. Because now there is something that people is kind of trying to jump that, and this is a really good base. Then we start to build, and inside all of the movement, you have to know acrobatics, ballet, contemporary. Nowadays, I have the feeling that dancers should have, since ballet to acrobatics to musicals to jazz to hip hop, like this, you can basically transform your body into whatever you want to do, you know. And then on the other side, as I was saying, I found that it's super important, and not all the schools they have this. That is like how to build your CV, how to manage your social media, how to do a website, how to share your information, editing, cutting, more intellectual also work, because like maybe I could be amazing dancer, but I don't know how to verbalize, I don't know how to, you know, like how to express if somebody asks me, and it's like, oh. At the same time, I also think that you should know about scenography, lights, you know, why I put a light here, how it's called this light, why you put this in a scenario, you know, what this means, the chair here, or, you know, like, it can be actually random stuff, but it's amazing when you manage to, you know, like, do a full construction of your job, you know, to go super deep inside. So my physical base was Olympic gymnastic. I did since I was 5 years old until 14. So it was like long time. And then I jumped to ballet. And I did ballet until I was having like 18. So actually really long base was ballet and gymnastic. But then I have really good base and tools, so now I play to, you know, transform and deconstruct that. But still, I think sometimes it's good to go back to do at least one ballet class, or, you know.
So you think, do you think that ballet base is very important for contemporary dancers?
It's really important, but it is true that like ballet teachers should be careful, because I don't have proportion of a ballet. So if you ask me for the first like this, it's not good for me. So it's like nice when they teach you where you put the lines, you know, how to use lines, how to, like, smart ballet, I think, not trying to put you in the, you know, like.
Because you don't have a passion to dance in Mariinsky, yes?
Exactly. MixShift technique is actually all the time mixing and all the time shifting. Still is construction, and I somehow like to develop the class with the group, with the energy. So there is no, you know, like, proper level to learn. It's a really mix between improvisation and technical. And you know, like in technique, I teach them how to go to the floor, you know, like basic stuff. But at the same time, I like to really work on the people material, you know, what they have inside. And somehow it's like a way of bringing the student to take my material and transform it into what they are, you know, like. I like to think that MixShift is something that you can take to your personal growth, you know, like it's not just to learn my phrases. It's like the information I give to people, I like them to use them for their creation, for their classes, you know, like it's kind of this. That's why it's called MixShift. It's like